Good morning, afternoon, evening. Hi, hello, mixed ocean. How are you guys doing? It's been so long. It's been so long since I last streamed. Feels like it's been forever. But we're back tonight with Find Love or Die Try. As far as I recall, we left off with getting everyone to remember. I mean, the girls remember their memories now, and that everyone was that everyone was brainwashed into doing the show over and over and over again. We miss you. Thank you. I miss you guys too. I've been away from like social media for a few days because it's been really busy. But we're here and we're gonna finish the story. Wait, I think our next date was with Yui. I don't even remember the story of the game. Don't worry, you'll recall eventually. Howdy, Alonso. Welcome. There's just something about her, you know. Of course, there's something about everyone. I know Ali gave us a task, and that it's supposed to be me and Yui, but we don't know what it is. It was the first date since getting all of the girls' memories back. We went for a walk out in the woods, the same date we had when we truly had met again for the first time. It was a little awkward at first, figuring out how to not give away what we knew on camera, but we figured it out pretty quick. It's so nice to see you again, Alyss. I feel the same way, Yui. After all this time, it's got to be fate, hasn't it? It must be. To be honest, I feel a little like things are going a little over my head. This show, meeting you again, everything, it's just moving so fast. Sometimes I feel like everything's just moving too fast for me to keep up. Hello, JZK. Hello, Kagami. Nice to see you guys too. How are you guys doing? I hope you've been doing well these past few days. With you, everything feels alright. Like I know it's going to be okay. Would it be okay if we just spend today this way? She leaned in closer and put her arms around me. Whoa. Personal space! I would have it any other way. No. I would have it a different way. Can't we start with like holding hands or something? Wait a minute. What about getting the master key? I can tell from your face what you're thinking about. Don't worry, I've got that covered. I've been good too. Just been a little more busy than usual. Bun! Bun darted out of a nearby bush and ran to Yubi's side. Who's a good boy? You're a good boy! She picked him up and hugged him tight. It was impossible not to smile. Almost forgot. Bun. Hunt. Wait, she taught a rabbit how to hunt? Bun leapt out of her arms, then dashed towards the mansion. And with that out of the way, how about we walk for a little longer? What just happened? She reached for my hand, then held it tight. I'd like that. No, I'd not like that. We walked and talked for hours. I know I said like we should start with like holding hands or something, but not this soon. When we took breaks, we lay next to each other on the grass, talking about anything and everything. Yui's a lovely girl. At times, I remembered how dire the situation we were in, and I couldn't help but freeze up. But with Yui, I'm never afraid to face those fears. She makes me braver with just a smile. Holding hands is not lewd. Even when she couldn't ask directly about what was on my mind, she found ways to comfort me despite that. And in turn, to make her smile, made me feel lighter than air. A life with her would be wonderful. I've got to make sure to get us all out of here safe. Alyss? Yeah? I hope we can spend another day together just like this soon. There is no no thank you. I'd like that. Me too, Yui. We walked back to the mansion together, hand in hand, then went our separate ways. Alyss, you would not believe what happened to me today. What happened, Cat? I got attacked by some kind of forest monster. It was at least 10 feet tall, had monstrous teeth, and there was at least 5 of them. It took everything I had to not laugh. Luckily, I managed to fight them off without any permanent injury. I made sure that 4 deleted the footage. That shit was both embarrassing and dramatic. That's good to know. This is the worst run yet, man. What do you mean by that? Oh, nothing. I've just had a long day. She just slipped. I'll bet. You should get some rest while you have the chance. 5 forest beasts is nothing to sniff at. You're making fun of me, aren't you? Not at all, Cat. Forest beasts affect 1 in 10 people. It could happen to you. Right. I'll see you later, Alyss. Good night. Smash or pass? If only it was that easy. Mission success. I can't believe that worked. How did you train your pet bunny to do all that? It's all thanks to our special training last night. I may have made a few contracts with a few devils from the forest, but... Wait, no way. I'm sorry, what? I'm half kidding, don't worry about it. Wait, what was the half kidding part? Which half? Are the keys ready? She's dodging the question! She's dodging the question! Not yet, which sucks. It's going to take a little longer for the makeshift plaster to set. Where'd you get the plaster from, by the way? Believe me, knowing more about how he got it will not make you any happier as a person. I'm cool with not knowing. You definitely don't want to mess with Yui. I mean, this time she's got devils. Maybe she just asked them to help and then there was no contract or anything. Anyway, the keys will probably be usable by tomorrow morning, but you'll have to have your next date by then. You'll test them out as soon as it's night tomorrow. Sound good? Sounds good to me. Awesome, let's go team. How about you let the rest of the girls know, Alyss? Forest disabled, the audio recording is the house at night, so we should be good to talk back up there. I'll let them know. It's coming together. The plan. Escape. Where are they? Oh, I can hear some sounds from the kitchen. Bunny! You miss Bun in action. Welcome. How are you doing? I'll make my way over. Hey Violet, how are you? Goodness, apologies Alyss, I didn't see you there. You seem pretty deep in thought. What's on your mind? Besides to say hundreds of different versions of memories of the same week, I'm worried for the people back home. Yui has her sisters to worry about, though she tries not to burden anyone with that feeling. Yeah, Bun appeared and like attacked Cat and stole the master key. Everyone has family out there, and who knows what's happened to them in the last Well, however long we've been trapped here. Violet's hair is too long? What do you mean? We almost have like the same hair length. Like, I don't even know how far down it goes, but maybe it's like knee length. it's a lot of work for the upkeep. I'm amazed if Violet can do all that on her own without any servants to assist her. I have never gotten along with my parents that well, but even so, they must be worried sick. I'm sure they're doing fine, Violet. And they're going to be so happy to see you again. You're right, Alyss. Though there's no way you could know that for sure, could you? The first time we saw you after for so long is you building a harem? Well, I gotta, of course, when you've been away for quite some time, you gotta make sure that your possible harem is doing okay. Walk next to her on a windy day and her hair will burn. Oh, have you experienced like if you're like swimming in a pool or the ocean and then someone with long hair, I don't know how to describe it, like they're wet. Have you experienced someone's long wet hair slap your face? It's actually pretty painful. We gotta check on the harem. But it could be like, you know, what do you call this? It could be like an attack with like long hair attack. I mean, it's really heavy and thick and wet, and then it just slaps you on the face, and you're like, "What hit me?" It was like a bundle of hair. No, I never. What? You should find a friend who has very long hair and ask them like ask them for ask them to do it for you so that you would know. There was a time a long wet hair made my eyes burn when I was riding public transport. Yeah, it does get annoying. Alyss is telling us to get slapped. Well, you're gonna get slapped by long hair, so it won't be that bad. I suppose you're right again. Once again, Alyss. Violet agrees. When we finally escape this dreadful place, I'm going to hold them so tight. It's kind of funny. What is Violet? I told you I had a twin sister, right? Yeah, you did. Her name was Viola? The instrument? That would be her. She was always my parents' favorite. You know the type? She came first in just about everything, while I did not. Even so, we got along just fine. I was proud to call her my sister. Then there was the accident. She saw the car before I did. She moved to protect me before I could, and in the end, she was hit before I was, and she died for it. Oh, that's dark. I'm so sorry, Violet. Before then, I had no problem being second place to her. But for her sake, for just that one time, I wish I had come in first. I'm oversharing, aren't I? I apologize. It's okay, Violet. Just say what you're feeling. You're kind, Alyss. It's something I adore about you, you know. After Viola died, I did my best to live up to the standard she set for my parents. You can probably guess how well that went. I wasn't as good as running the business, or appearing prim and proper, or even things like finding a partner. It's a little embarrassing, really. That's the whole reason why I came here. My parents saw an ad for the show and thought it might help me. Or perhaps they just wanted to kick me out of the house to make more room for my new baby brother. I couldn't resist the chance for them to support me for once. At times I feel like I can't do anything right. Look at how the show has developed. It is a nightmare in every regard. Violet, yes? I held her in my arms tightly. You're an incredible woman, and believe me, there's nothing you can't do. I've seen you put the fear of God into the Brothers 5 and make delicious meals that some people will probably kill for. Even if this is a nightmare, it's one we're going to get out of together. And we wouldn't be able to do it without you. Violet, your hair is too long. Also, maybe you want to cut your hair sometime. You are too kind. Thank you for the... I appreciate it. But enough about me. Have you remembered anything about why you came here? Unfortunately, I haven't, but I'm hoping that the master key we pilfered will help me with that. I hope so, for your sake. In the event where it does not provide any answers, my previous offer about finding you help outside of here to get your memories back stands. Thanks, Violet. I really appreciate that. Violet is growing on me, not gonna lie. Of course! She was my first choice after all. She can make infinite cookies. This is like plus points. It's the least I could do. I still fancy you quite a bit, you know. I know it's not the time or place, but maybe when we get out of here. Perhaps you'll join me for, say, a lovely cruise around what's left of the world? I'm looking forward to that day. As am I. We talked for a few moments longer before retiring for the night. For once, I lay in bed not worrying about being killed. For once, I was excited for what tomorrow would bring. It's only up from here. Alyss! Ally? What are you? Never mind that, you've got to come down to the lab. What is it? We found something, and I know you'll want to see it. She reached for my hand and pulled me as we ran. Fuku! Hello! Welcome. The other girls were already there, crowded around the table with a pile of folders on top of it. What's going on? I was just looking around the lab when I stumbled across these. There are files. I didn't read anyone's but my own, but I have to warn you. Caution was the last thing on all of our minds. Most of us scrambled to find our own file, except for Yui, who was already holding hers, and Ally. Weird. There's no file for me here. I double-checked, but there was nothing for me. Guess I'm not getting any answers today. Ally slowly walked to the pile, found her own, then opened it in one fluid motion. Interesting. What is it? Ally Major, sent to the island for being suspected of committing treason against the government. Selected for the experimental show for fitting the sporty girl archetype. We need one of those. Huh, it's good to know this whole getup was a good idea. Do you know I actually fucking hate sports? I'd never seen Ally look so angry. Let's see, they got all the fake information I gave. That sounds about right. What is it? They've been taking extremely detailed notes on me for every single run of the show for the past 2 years. What I've done, things I've said in private or with others, they've got notes down here too. How and when I brush my teeth. How I react differently when they change the show or tell me different things, or we're nothing but lab rats to them. It's true, and it's my fault. What do you mean? If I hadn't invented this machine in the first place, none of this would have ever happened. You couldn't have known. You really wanted to help people, and that was a great thing. It's not your fault someone ended up using your invention like this. If If you say so, Alyss. My file says that they wiped my memories and put me on the show to make sure that no one else could build this technology? I can't even begin to understand how that could even be a reason for causing all of this. I'm not sure we'd even want to understand the people who run this place. The room fell silent. I wanted to crack a joke to ease the tension, but it was impossible. I am not a joker after all. Thank goodness. Wait, what? I'm surprised to hear you say that, Yui, all things considered. Sorry, I know how that must have sounded. Sorry, guys. Mine's the same as Ally's. They've tracked, measured, and commented on so many things about us so many times. It feels so violating. But it's not all bad. Did I ever tell you why I came on the show, Alyss? No. Why's that? I forgot. I wasn't allowed to tell you. That was one of the conditions. To be completely transparent, the reason was money and nothing but that. It's all about the money. It was hard enough to take care of myself without my parents, let alone 2 sisters and a whole farm. I remember now. It was Kat who reached out to me. She told me that if I came onto the show, my sisters and the farm would be taken care of for life. I know this is all horrifying, but I'm just glad she held up her end of the deal. Even if I might die here and never see them again. That's too depressing to think, Yui. We're going to get out of here and see our sisters again, together. Thanks, Alyss. I like that. I'm curious, Yui, what kind of archetype did they list you as? The girl next door. Damn it, that sounds a lot better than gaming gremlin. That's accurate. Wait, can I fall into that archetype? Yui, Scarlet, Ally, and I. At times like these, having a mood lifter like Terra around was critical. I looked at Violet, who had been silent the whole time. She was trembling. Violet, are you... Oh no. Yes, Tara's the one with the green hair. The theory eyes have prescribed... What was the eyes theory again? I forgot. Please God, don't let this be true. Violet fell to her knees and sobbed with her hands against her face. I rushed to her side. Are you okay, Violet? Violet threw her folder against the floor, causing the papers inside to scatter through the room. Nothing is okay, Alyss. It doesn't matter if I get off this island or not. I'm not like you. I have nothing to go back to, no one to stand by me. There's nothing for me either way. Violet, wait! She ran to the stairs. Her stops echoed through the stairs and through the lab. I moved to follow her, but Yui stopped me. My theory was Scarlet was all behind this deadly love game. Well, she made the technology, but her memories were wiped as well. I think she might need some time alone, Al. I didn't mean to look, but after her paper scattered around the room, maybe you should just read it. Yui handed me the papers that were in Violet's file. Violet Valentine is a special case. Otherwise unremarkable, but she's the daughter of Edgar and Vane Valentine, one of our primary investors. What? It is my understanding that they have recently had a son and want for him to be the next heir after Viola passed. Edgar and Vane sent their remaining daughter Violet to us, full well knowing what the show would entail. Whoa, oh no. They paid us an incredible sum to make sure that she does not return from the show. Even for me, this is too cruel. It was too hard to keep reading. I closed the folder and just stared open-mouthed at you. There were no words. Violet has like the darkest history out of everyone here. I knocked on Violet's door later that night, but it was no use. Please, just leave me alone, Alyss. I'm here if you want to talk. Even if she opened the door, I would have no idea what I was supposed to say. What could anyone say? I was wrong. It's not only up from here. There's a long way down. It's hardly a surprise, but I didn't sleep well last night. Who could after what happened? Just like that, we're on to day 3. Gotta thank you, Alyss, for making my job easy. I actually get to spend my nights doing productive things now. I'm happy to help with that, however that works. You alright? You don't seem to have your usual energy. Careful, Alyss. One slip up with Cat and this is all over. I'm good. Thanks, Cat. I just didn't sleep too well. Happens to the best of us. Anyway, it goes without saying that Yui is definitely a contender for the final ceremony, huh? Oh, of course! Of course! A woman like Yui, anyone would be lucky to have her. Damn straight. Though she's a very different kind of woman than Scarlet, you've got a tough choice down the road. Though you've also got a tough choice to make right now. Who's the unlucky girl today? Who? So who should I be asking on a date tomorrow? Honestly, joking aside, I think you should ask Violet. Really? I don't think she's in any shape to put on a good show. I mean, we need all of us to be able to work together, well, to get out of here, right? I don't think Violet would be able to until she's feeling better. And what better way to do that than for a date to make you feel special? Tara does have a great point. And I was thinking the same thing, like if we're not doing anything specific, then I would want to go with Violet. Who do you prefer? Out of everyone? It's between Violet and Tara. I always make great points. Like seeing if I could arm wrestle one of the zombies Scarlet made, that went great. Oh, I remember that. Wait, I was a zombie. That was not a good idea at all. Can I take my vote back? What do you think, Alyss? Hello, John. Welcome. I like the idea. We could kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I'm sure there's something that we could do to help us escape that we could only do on a date with Violet. I've got it! Tomorrow, you'll be going on a date with Violet. Here's what you gotta do. Would Violet still be, like, willing to get off the island, though? Violet. I've always wanted to spend more time with her, and there's no time like the present. I'll make it happen. I do have one small request, though. What's that? And will it give me ratings? I think it will. Then let's hear it. I've noticed Violet being a little down lately, so I wanted to cheer her up. I heard that she really likes cooking, especially in groups. Would you mind if we cook with the staff at noon? I don't see why not. Let's hope it gets better than the last time. Data. Oh, hi Alyss. Why'd you bring me here? I'm in a bit of predicament, you see. I may have made an irresponsible bet. I did not take you for a gambler. No, just a little, just a bit. If we're gonna play Honkai Star Rail in the future, this does not bode well. I'm not, but the thing is, I heard the cooks bragging that they were the best chefs on the island. But hey, I've tried the food you've made before. I know nobody else could come closer to how good you are. So I may have challenged them all to a competition. In your name. You're ridiculous, Alyss. There's that smile I like so much. It was nice to see it again. Are you being serious? Dead serious. In a few hours, hundreds of staff are going to come here. Some of them as challenging cooks, some of them as judges, the rest of them looking for lunch. Oh, by the way, sorry Alyss, I failed to get Alice in Tower of Fantasy. Now she's gone. Oh, that's such a shame. That's okay. They'll probably come around again. Did I hear okay? Yes, you did. It's releasing soon, right? Like in April or something. I do have plans on checking it out. I pray that the gacha gods will not put their curse on me once again. All of them hungry. Think you're up for the challenge? I am ready to crush the opposition. They will rue the day they challenged me. That's the Violet I like to see. Anyway, what is the theme of this contest? I can't tell you just yet. It'll be announced when it's cooking time. I do like a challenge. Would you care to stay with me as I prepare for the festivities? Of course, Violet. Thank you, Alyss. I know why we're doing this, and I appreciate it. I'm not ready to talk about it just yet, but I feel happier already, knowing you're looking out for me. I'm glad to hear that. We spent the time before the contest just talking about pleasant things completely unrelated to the show. Completely unrelated to anything of consequence. Sometimes when bad things happen, what you need most is just a semblance of normalcy. True. Wait, they're all here! A1 to A5! By the time noon rolled around, hundreds of staff members were filling up the kitchen. I don't want to face you, Violet, but I will if I must. Oh, you're challenging me? Like a snail, challenging the mighty eagle, you have my respect. Beep! Is it too late to change sides? You're going down, Violet. We're the Brothers 5, the best chefs on the island. What's that too? What I meant to say is, wow, you really are the best chef on the island. That's right. Damn it, Rose, you can't let her intimidate you like this. If we do, she's already won. Say something, for. We will meet on the culinary battlefield, Violet. You may have my brothers running for the hills, but not me and 5. Come at me. Let's brandish our forks against each other. 5, do you have anything to say? Wait, what's happening? I do hope you entertain me, brothers. 5 is like so lost. I can relate to 5 so much. Violet raised a pan towards them. Let us begin! It's time for the cook-off to end all cook-offs. Each cook will cook their own version of a mystery dish. A dish that will soon reveal for the first time ever. The judges will be everyone who is not a contestant. You must be joking. There's hundreds of people here. How could we ever feed everybody? It's not my problem. I definitely didn't come up with rules for this tournament on the spot. Liar. Hello, you, Rai. Hello, ma'am. I'm new here. Nice to meet you. Hello. And you're new here. Oh, it's nice to meet you too. How are you doing today? Are you sure you're new? Your name kind of sounds familiar. There's enough to keep this charade going. The mystery dish will be spaghetti and meatballs. Like taking candy from a baby. Not this again. Oh god, I think I'm gonna faint. 1 collapse on the ground. 1 down, 4 to go. Bro! I knew we should have been accountants. Why are we fooling ourselves? You each have 1 hour. No late submissions will be accepted. Let the games begin. Well, since he's fainted, they could, cook his meatballs. The contestants that were subconscious rushed off to gather ingredients. How are they going to make that much food? I'm sure they'll figure something out. I watched each of them cook furiously at breakneck speed. Violet was hard at work, sweat streaming down her face, with the biggest smile I'd seen her have all day. I couldn't help but smile as well. At the same time, Thor was trying to cook his spaghetti with only a microwave. I'm not sure this will be too much of a contest. 1 minute left. Violet filled hundreds of laid-out bowls of spaghetti and meatballs in a matter of moments. If you blinked, you'd miss her finish a whole row. Each looked both delicious and artistic. You would have thought a cook would have spent much longer than an hour putting each of them together. 5 settled on making about 4.5 bowls. I guess everyone has their own pace. Time's up! It's time to judge. The crowd cheered as they stampeded to the laid-out bowls. They were practically salivating. After everybody wolfed down bowls from each of the contestants, they submitted their vote. The people have spoken. And with a resounding majority, our first ever winner of the Best Chef on the Island in the Middle of Nowhere award is... Violet! The crowd cheered, myself included. Whoa! I did it! Me! I did it! Violet jumped up and down with joy. I felt like a kid in a candy store just from one look at her. You won fair and square. You should be proud of yourself. Yeah, your food was the best I'd ever had. Though if you consider our living standards, it doesn't mean too much. Hey, I just had an idea. What if we get Violet to cook for the staff at lunch instead of us? Seriously, it's been years since we've had real food. What's that supposed to mean? Honestly, I think it's a great idea. I know I hide it well, but I really have no idea what I'm doing in the kitchen. No way, bro. Violet and I took one look at each other and couldn't help but laugh. I would love to, you guys. Wait, they're so lucky they get to have Violet cook for them. The crowd's enthusiasm reached a level of uproarious applause. Violet! 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 Oh goodness, you're all too kind. I put my arm around her and smiled. Guess you've got a new job now, Violet. Yes, I do. Violet leaned in to kiss me on the lips. For a moment, time stood still, and the only thing you could hear was the crowd's cheer getting even louder. Violet! 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 We laughed together. I've had so much fun today, Alyss, thanks to you. I wouldn't miss it for any... Oh, care to join me by the beach after we clean this place up? Yes, I wouldn't miss it for anything. I wouldn't miss it for the world. The world will pale in comparison. Beach date! Hey! It's quite sandy here, isn't it? I reached her hand out to mine and I held hers tight in return. Hey Violet, you really gave them a great show today, you know? I couldn't have done that without my ever so charming television host. We walked along the beach, our feet bare in the inviting water of the ocean. Really? I'm so glad. I'm so grateful to you, Alyss. Last night, finding out what my parents did, that was the lowest point I'd ever been to. Oh, thank you. Now, hydrated. Yeah. Stretch. Yeah. Hey ma'am, are you ghosted or something? Because my heart goes faster when I'm near you. Nice try. I held her hand even tighter. Honestly, I didn't see a way out. Escaping the island or not, everything seemed like a dead end. But today, you helped me remember that even without them, I've still got me. And they like me quite a bit. You really are incredible, Violet. That was all you. With you... Violet mumbled something under her breath. Sorry, what was that? Sorry, let me try again. I know I'd be fine on my own, but I like me better if I was with you. When we get out of here, I do hope you join me for that cruise. She kissed me again. It felt like magic. Violet, She put her finger against my lips. Shh, I know it's not quite the time for this conversation yet. But please do remember what I've said when this is all over. Do you mind if we walk for just a little longer? I don't want this to end. I'll walk with you for as long as you wanted. We can walk till the sun comes up. We can talk about anything and everything. So how about we start with planning our cruise together? That would be lovely. We walked together till the dead of night. It was nothing less than magical. Just after we came back, a huge storm hit outside. We just missed it. I hope you two enjoyed your date today. I'm sorry to interrupt, but it's time we get this show on the road. Ally took out the master key from her pocket, span it around the key with her finger, then put it in the locked door. And we're in. She turned the lock, then pulled the door open. Whoa, the door is a little heavier than I thought it would be. Must be soundproof or something. Whatever, let's go. Oh man, not another staircase. They would have saved so much money if they just put this on the main floor. But it wouldn't be very secret then, would it? Secret schmicret. It's behind the locked door. I guess you have a point. Though there was another staircase, it wasn't nearly as long as the one to the left. We'd been walking down the steps for only a few moments when we saw where they led. This has to be it. What's it? A while back, Kat told me that all the information on this island was stored in books. They didn't use anything digital or with the internet. I think I remember that too. Well, it's bullshit! They're an evil corporation intent on world domination through fear and control. Of course they have the internet. And I think we've just found a way into their closets. Skeletons and all. Sounds like a pretty big deal. That's an understatement. The information here could change the tide of the war. It could give the resistance a real fighting chance, I think. But there's more than that too. What do you mean? My dad, mom, and my brother got taken by these guys a long time ago. I don't even know if they're still alive. I was too young to really understand what was happening. If there's anything that could help me find them again, or at least find out what happened to them, it's in this computer. That was the real reason I came here. The whole reason I risked everything. What if it doesn't have... What if... I'm looking for... What if... Ally... We ran to Ally's side and hugged her tightly. It's going to be okay. Believe in me, right? She took deep breaths. I'm sorry you had to see that. I'm okay now. Thanks, Yui. I didn't do anything. Are you ready? Let's do this. You rise too smooth. You totally baited chat. Well. I looked to Violet as Alan prepared to turn the computer on. She looked as concerned as I did, but we couldn't let it show. The screen lit up with a single message. Password required. Well, I did think it was going a little too smoothly. I'm not giving up just yet though. She tried a few different passwords on the keyboard, but none of them worked. Damn, I bet only Damien or Kat knows this, and there's no way we could just ask them. Silence fell upon the room. Can't end like this, just can't. I've got an idea. It's not going to involve wrestling zombies again, is it? Hey, I've had better ideas than that. What I mean to say is that I think I have a way to crack the code. I'm a programmer. I can make something that could try all the possibilities for the password. It would take some time, especially if it locks me out after too many attempts, but eventually I'd get the password. Though there's no guarantee we'd get the answer before the show is over. It's a lot better of a shot than I thought we had. Ally ran over to Tara and hugged her tightly. Thank you, you awesome little you. Oh, this is nice. Feel free to compliment me more. In the meantime, the rest of us can try to figure out what the password would be as well. That reminds me. I need to tell you guys something important. What's that? I have our escape plan. She took out the master key and held it out for us to see. There's a hidden hangar found by the beach, just a little further from where I first found the plane. Now that we have this key and we know that it works, we can use it to disable the hangar security, commandeer a plane, and fly the hell out of here. We practically jump for joy. I can't believe it, we're almost out of here. It's been a long time coming. Well, soon, but not just yet. Have they tried password? What if that was a password? With this storm raging, there's no way we're getting anywhere tonight, least of all off the ground. Well, but if there's clear skies tomorrow night, that's where we'll be. What about the computer? Don't you need to crack it before we go? Yeah, what about your family? Well, that'd be the ideal case. But honestly, I've gotten to know you guys and care about you guys, and I've decided it's more important to save the people I care about that are right in front of me than chase a pipe dream. No, I won't accept it. If I were in your shoes and I was looking for my sisters and I just gave up looking for them, I'd regret it forever, and I know you would too. But I can't ask you guys to stay here any longer. We're in danger if we stay here. Yui speaks for us too. To have family that you really care about and that cares about you too, you can't give up on that. You're not going anywhere till we crack that code, even if it takes till the last day. Guys... No, I can't allow it. I won't take that chance with your lives. I'm not backing down on this. What do you think, Alyss? We need to take this chance. Wait, should I say fix it? We need to take this chance. I think you need this. Guys, take a chill pill for a second. I'm programming God, best of the best. I'm going to have that code cracked by tomorrow, and that's a promise. So don't worry, Kate. I love you guys. Thank you so much, really. Why are you thanking all of us? I'm the one who has to write the code and shit. Tara. We laughed together, something that I thought might have been impossible after the initial bad news. We're in this together and we're getting out together. No one gets left behind. Yeah, she does have a good point. She is doing all the programming. After we called it a night, I laid in bed and deep in thought. Who would have thought it could have ended today feeling inspired after everything that happened last night? We've got this. Alyss, one more thing before we turn in for the night. What's up, Tara? I got caught up in the heat of the moment earlier and... Oh no. I got no idea. No, I don't like where this is going. how to do this, cause I remember that all I know about hacking are videos of people typing really fast and saying, "I'm in," and yeah! I practically flew out of bed. Thank God it was just a nightmare. What if Tara really didn't know how to code? What does it take to get a good night's sleep on a killer dating show? Come on! What are you smiling about? Things are going well. Here's to hoping it stays that way. But don't get too comfortable, we've still got a few days left and then it's back to the regular. I'm looking forward to that. Hello, Eggless Omelette. Welcome. I bet better sooner than later. It costs too much to keep around. Anyway, the $1,000,000 question: who's today's lucky girl? That would be... Probably gonna be... who? Tara or Alyss? Probably gonna be Ally, right? It's probably best if we go with Tara, eh? I thought she was gonna be programming. But doesn't Tara need time to crack the code? Now I already finished making the code breaker and it's trying every password as we speak. No guarantee it'll finish before we're both on our dates, but it's worth a shot. Thank you, Tara. Don't worry about it. Besides, I think it's better if we save your date for last. Why's that? I don't know, you're some super spy from some super secret organization. You definitely got bigger heist potential than I do. I don't know about that, but sounds good to me. I'll use the time to prepare some contingency plans. Scarlet, Violet, Yui, I'm gonna need you guys for this. I'm happy to provide assistance. You bet! Help however I can. Sweet! Alright, right, Alyss, what's up? I didn't just build a code breaker, I built a game that works with it too. What do you mean? She handed me her console. I just whipped it up real quick. It looks like a code breaking game, but really it works directly with a computer we found. Whoa! If you get the password right in this game, you'll have access to the computer. Makes sense? Amazing! I can't believe you whipped up something so fast. He's a genius. It wasn't hard. It was just a big middle finger to my mom, who thought all my screen time was a waste of time. Anyway, I figure we can play this game here and there during our date. Try whatever passwords come to mind. Obviously not for the whole date because ratings and all, but as much as we can. Sounds like a plan. I'm a genius, Alyss. She cackled maniacally. You are. Oh, I do hope we get a mini game, though. I'd like to spend today with Tara. Is that so? Well, we'll make it happen. Trying to spend all of it playing games though. Believe it or not, that isn't what viewers want in a prime time slot. No promises, but I'll try my best. It ain't much, but I'll take that. But games. Sorry, Cat, that's pretty much the plan. Hey Alyss, you up to play some games? I'd love to, but Cat wants us to do some other games. It is. Sweet. There's no stopping Tara when she puts her mind to something. We started playing together in the games room while making pleasant conversation. Normal enough to seem like a regular conversation, cryptic enough to disguise what we were trying to do. Even if Tara and I never went on crazy adventures like I did with Ally, it didn't make moments with her any less special. If I forget that we're trying to hack into some confidential database, this really is like a fun day at home with your partner. How about Tara is the best? It's worth a shot? Nope, doesn't work. The nerve of them. Tara rules! That's a miss. Was the T capitalized? Maybe add a 0123 at the end of it? Thank goodness we have the code breaker running in the background. Time to switch gears. Let's give Cat some footage to work with to keep us alive. Good God, Alyss, why the sun? Go on, without me. Okay, maybe this wasn't the best idea. Some way or another, we always end up back inside the mansion, huh? Of course, how... I can't believe... I can't believe we brought her outside. Everyone, hates the sun. I can't believe we thought of that. Good luck in your stream. We gotta go find a girl. Okay, good luck with your girl finding. I mean, gotta go find something. Good luck with your girl hunting then, I'm assuming. Thank you for coming by, Yurai. Some way or another, we always end up back inside a mansion. And there's nothing wrong with that. I guess you're right. Up for a few more rounds of that game you just played? Sure. How about Damien Black Socks? Nope, doesn't work. Cat Black Socks? Not that either. How about Alyss? Oh, come on now. You're just guessing. Like I wasn't before. Well, I'll try it. Ding ding! What? The two of us looked at each other like deer in the headlights. What? We cheered as if our favorite team just won at a sporting event. Wait a minute, why would the password be your name? That doesn't make any sense. My guess is as good as yours. Maybe we'll find out tonight. I hope so. Well, I think I've had enough of games for today. I never thought I'd hear you say that, Tara. I'm full of surprises. We can spread the good news after. How about we try something new today? Something outside? Sounds like a plan to me. Awesome, let's go. We ended up going back inside a minute later, but the rest of the day with Tara was still a lot of fun. There was an attempt to go outside. And we're in. Password prompt closed with a satisfying ding ding. Oh, there's a lot of stuff in here. Tara really is the ideal girlfriend. We just staying inside, never leaving the house, just playing games all day. And is also a genius at programming. I agree. Why would there be a folder called homework? Whoa, that is definitely a poor folder name. Tara was about to open it until Ali intervened. Do you mind if I take a look? Forget why we're here for a second, sure. Let's see. Tara going outside, traitor. That's not the truth, Tara. Who are you? Imagine she going like, ha, psych, something outside was a game. It could be. Alice started going through the folders, databases, reports, anything that could be useful. At the same time, Tara started downloading all of the files to her console. Doesn't look like there's anything here about why my name was the password. All the rest of us could do was give Ali and Tara the space they needed. Seems like it's only going to be up from here, team. I was worried for Ali, especially if we couldn't get into the computer. But, looks like we got it after all. Too soon to say anything, but I do hope you're right. Let's not jinx it. So what's the first thing you're going to do when we're all out of here? I thought we weren't going to jinx it. I'm going to get straight back to helping people the way I know best. Nothing's changed in that regard. That's a lovely aspiration. Do me a favor and make sure your inventions don't get used to yourself again, okay? I mean, it's not like I was trying to. I admire how you can be so sure. As excited as I am to leave this place, I'm not quite sure what I'll be doing after. It's totally okay, Violet. It's part of the fun of life, just figuring it out as you go. I suppose so. Violet looked at me and smiled. That's pretty much my plan at this point, too. Oh, they're back. Guess who's back, bitch? What Tara wants to say is, we did it! I've got everything I need to help turn the tide of the war, and I know where my family is, and they're alive! I've never seen Ali so happy. She jumped towards me and hugged me. Oh, that's fantastic! That's such a relief. I'm so happy for you, Ali. Bit torrented. Good job, Tara. You cracked the code. Not all at once now. I couldn't have done it without you guys. Thank you so much. You didn't have to wait this long to leave, but you guys did it for me and my family. I can never thank you enough. She pulled out the master key from her back pocket and swirled it around in her right hand. You guys ready to get out of here? Actually, I was thinking of staying here for the rest of my life. Not having internet is the best thing ever. I couldn't agree more. Let's get out of here. After you, Ally. Can we really escape? We follow Ally out of the mansion, through the forest, and to the hangar. Whoa, I did not see this. Granted, I don't go outside. I don't blame you, it's pretty out of the way. Not that we have to worry about it now. Ally pulled out the master key and swirled it around her right hand. She walked to the door of the hangar and pulled the key into its lock. She tried to turn it, but it didn't work. She tried a few more times, but the lock refused to budge. I don't understand. I've seen Cat use this key everywhere, including here. They must have changed the locks. Does this mean we're stuck here? I don't... It was rare that Ally tripped over her words. It hurt to see her so defeated. I don't know. An uncomfortable silence fell over us. Am I going to die here? Are all of us? No, we are not out of this just yet. I refuse to give up again. But we can't get into the hangar. There's no way to break in without triggering the alarms. For now, yes. But getting in later is a different story. If I remember correctly, whenever you went on the third date with Alyss, you would fly in a plane together. Well, I'm assuming the plane was you too. It's just like you to try something crazy and drag in Alyss. Can't refute that, that was definitely us. How we never died on those plane rides, I'll never know. That means the staff don't mind if you take the plane during the date, which means we should be able to ask for the key temporarily. We'd still be able to get the plane, it just has to be during tomorrow's date. There'd be a way more staff around than usual, but we'd still have a chance. Exactly, the rest of us can be relatively close by, perhaps the beach to avoid suspicion. Then, when you get the plane, you run over. You pick us up, and we are out of here. This could work! It's better than how my plan turned out anyway. I was worried for a second there, but it was for nothing. We've got this. We'll be in a tight spot without you. It is a team effort. Without each of us here, we will be stuck here with no chance of escape, I'm sure. Speak for yourself, I'm sure I could get out of here on my own. You would shut down the second you reach the beach, Tara. On second thought, maybe teamwork makes the dream work. We laughed together. The move was infinitely better than it was just a few moments ago. We spent the rest of the night talking through the details of the plan, including what we'd do if the unexpected happened. One thing was for sure though, we weren't giving up on getting out of here. It all ends tomorrow. This is it! What do you know, Alyss? You actually made it to the last one-on-one date. How are you feeling? Pretty good. I'm excited to see how a day with Ally will be. Oh, you got a real surprise in store. He has all of us in the crew working extra hard to prepare a special date for you. And by all of us in the crew, I mean the Brothers 5. How about you go find her, spend some time together while we set things up for you? Sounds like a plan, Cat. Let's see. Oh, looks like she's by the beach. Guess that's where I'm headed. Don't do anything we can't air. Murder is okay, but God forbid someone takes their top off. I waved to Cat as I went on my way. Just as Cat said, Ally was by the beach. She was looking out at the ocean. Morning, Ally. Alyss, it's always nice to see you. The difference between Ally's voice during the day and night was like day and night. I guess we do have to worry about the cameras, but still, it takes some getting used to. I know it's going to be tough to top your previous days with all the other girls, but I think I have a good shot. I'm looking forward to it, Ally. You better be. We've been saving the best for last. She reached for my hand. Walk with me? I reached for her outstretched hand. It'd be my pleasure. The two of us walked around the beach for a while, getting to know each other. So what will you be doing when the show's over? First thing I'm gonna do is say hey to my family again and make them a nice dinner. I'm sure they've got sick with worry in the weeks I've been gone. I wonder what they're thinking now. It's been at least 2 years since then. This game reminds me of that anime Date Alive. Don't recommend. Wait, what was it about? I think I've seen... I've heard of it, but I've never seen it. I like Ally's shirt though. Cal was right. Sometimes not remembering is a blessing. Ally doesn't have that luxury. Anyway, I've got a surprise for you. Come on. She pulled me along by the hand into the forest. I have to say, Alice really impressed me. Of course, it was her deliberate plan to come to the forest and get to the hangar, but she made it seem so spontaneous. You're going to love it. I saw it the same moment she did. It was all we could do was stand and watch. No. She staggered and almost fell. And who could blame her? Oh no! The hangar was engulfed in roaring flames. The heat was incredible. There was no way either of us could take another step towards the hangar without being burned alive. The stench of burning oil assaulted me without mercy. We were at a loss for words. And in front of all those flames was her, walking away from the flames. Somehow I just know it was her. Sorry, Alice, there's been a small change of plans. I'm sure you can tell, but we've hit a few snags with the hangar. How about you two spend your day on the ground instead? I want to scream. I want to attack her with every bone in my body. Don't, we gotta... I can't or I'll be killed. Not just me, but everyone else. To hold myself back from giving away what this plane meant to me took all the strength I had. I need to calm down. Cat might be able to read my face and see that. Sounds fine to me, Cat. I'm just glad you're safe. What happened? You're still looking into it. Well, either way, there's nothing you can do about that. How about we go somewhere else, Alyss? She reached for my hand and held it tight. How could you smile like this at me? Of course, Ally. For the rest of the day, Ally and I put on the performance of a lifetime. Though our faces were all smiles and laughter, we knew, now more than ever, that we were trapped in Cat's macabre puppet show. And Cat loved to make us dance. She must have known we were trying to escape, but how? Did we make a mistake? Did 4 give us away? Should we ever have trusted him in the first place? Who can I trust now? Time is ticking, and the end of the show looms closer and closer. It's time I'm supposed to meet with the group, but what will we even do? There's no way we can escape. Our last chance died with the hack. Should I just make a break for it? No, I never make it, and the others would suffer for my sake. My mistake. What do? You don't look so good, Alyss. I've been better. Hasn't exactly been sunshine and rainbows today. You really aren't much for acting, are you, Alyss? Look, I already know about you and your plan to escape. My blood ran cold. You know, take the plane, fly away from here. It wasn't hard to figure out. I tried to say something in my defense, but my voice wouldn't come out. It was all I could do to stand wide-eyed. I know you and the others found the lab, got your memories back. Well, at least the others did. And I know that every night you all work together to try to find a way out. I mean, of course I know. I'm the reason why you got this far. What do you mean? Just follow me. You'll save all of us time. We walked to the locked room near the games room. She took out her master key and spun it around. You never really thought a bunny could take a key from me, right? Honestly, I don't know what to believe anymore. She opened the door. The others were inside, looking as surprised as I was. Give me one good reason why I should kill you right now, cat. How about two? First, your inside man was never Ford, it was me. I mean, come on, he wouldn't be smart enough for something like this. Second, you only ever had a chance of escaping this island because of me. Newsflash, Ally, those tanks never just bug out. You're the one who let me out of my tank. The one and only. Ally was at a loss for words, and I was no different. What do you want, cat? Honestly, the same thing as you guys. I want off this crazy train. I want out. I want you guys to include me in your little escape plan. What, do I have something on my face? As hard as it is to believe, the list of people who want to stay on this island is pretty short. Hell no, we can't trust you. I'm not sure how, but I remember. I tried to escape with you before. I trusted you. I even fell for you. Even 5 girls isn't enough. Unbelievable. And then you betrayed me and shot me. There's no way we could ever trust you. You're just going to stab us in the back. Is that true, cat? I'm ashamed to say it is. But I didn't have a choice. You know how it is with Damien. Doesn't matter if you share the same blood. He'll take the people you love hostage and use them to force you to dance to his tune. I'm sorry I betrayed you, Alyss. I really am. But if I had to do it again, I'd do it again in a heartbeat. Because there was someone I needed to save. I know I must look like the villain to you, but believe me, I have people I care about too. If you're so compassionate, how come you burn up our only way out of here? You're lucky I did, Alyss. If you'd actually flown this planet, you'd all be at the bottom of the ocean right now. What do you mean? It's a cruel trick of Damien's. He knew there was a chance that people on this show would recover their memories and try to escape. So he made us build a hangar and a plane. It's the one place anyone trying to escape would go. Exactly. I told you in the past, Ally. Never fly that plane or take the boat out of sight of this island. If you did, you'd have blown up like fireworks. That Ally and I were in the plane, which was little more than a flying death trap, sent a chill down my spine. Look, the simple reality is you need me to escape. Without me, you won't even make it past the barrier. What barrier? Exactly. And though I hate it, I need you guys to help me and us escape. She reached her hand towards me for a handshake. Allies? Let's discuss first. Oh, this is a lot of information to take in. Her brothers, maybe? Oh. I don't know, did you ever mention family other than Damien? Cat leaned against the wall while the rest of us debated what to do. Can we really trust her? This might just be another trap. It's not like it would have first by her you fall into, Alyss. You're right. That said, it's not like we have much to lose at this point. Even if she'd done terrible things to us in the past, we still need her to escape. You alright, Ally? I'm fine, I'm just angry at myself. Hey, don't beat yourself up about it. You're still alive, that's what counts. He's right, you know. I'm not sure how I'm feeling right now either, but we're alive. That counts for something. You're right, Alyss. As much as I hate to say it, I think we'll need Cat's help. Trustworthy or not, if we want to stay that way. Well, we have to trust her. Sure. But I'll be keeping an eye on her though. Can't afford to blindly trust anyone who says they can help us. Alright, Cat. If you want our help, we're going to need to answer a few questions. She's cute, so I trust Cat. Oh no. Easily fooled, Kagami. Ask away. What the hell is this sick show for? And why have you been forcing us to repeat it over and over? As someone from the Resistance, it should be obvious to you. is just one of hundreds of killing shows we air. Shows that keep people scared, that keep people from organizing against the government. You want to paralyze people with fear? You broadcast exactly what will happen to you if you rise up. You're monsters, you know that? I don't disagree with you, but we're not in charge here. Some of us still have family to lose, Ally. Continue. Before we air each show, we test them internally on test audiences to see what kind of ratings they bring for the fortunate and what kind of despair they bring for the less fortunate. If they tested well enough, we'd air it, but it wasn't efficient. But we couldn't just film a killing show over and over again to see which version of it rated best. We can't bring people back from the dead. It was the same for the test audiences. You can't just make them watch multiple versions of a show as they remember previous versions that would influence their opinions. There is no way to test multiple versions of a show without losing the feeling that lives were really in danger. But the memory rewriter would have changed that. It did. We were able to reuse everybody, our volunteer actors, the test audiences. Since we could just make people forget what happened, we could film run after run of the show where each was as if it were the first time to all of you. And that's exactly what we've been doing here for the last 2 years. What? Wow. Can't believe the brain did not have any lasting damage whatsoever. It was a lot to hear. I had a feeling, but to know that people looked at us like we were nothing but lab rats, well, I genuinely was afraid for my life. It's sickening. We were silent for a while. If you've been testing the show this long, when's the real thing? There is no real thing. It's only what version tests the best. That said, there's only so much time Damien is willing to spend on this show, and that time is almost up. This is the last run of the show. If you don't escape before the end, you're all as good as dead. I know Damien and I've said that we let you and your chosen partner go if you achieve good enough ratings, but it's a lie, isn't it? Yeah. I'm sorry I've waited this long to try to help you guys. I've been too scared to risk it all, but I've nothing left to lose now. She extended her hand to me for a handshake. Allies? At least so we're out of here? I don't really have a choice this time either, huh? If you wanted to, you could report us right now. That's true, and my word would count for more than all of yours. But that wouldn't save the person I need to. Like it or not, we have to work together. And it's a deal. Alyss shook Pat's hand. Pat, are you sure you don't want to? I'm fine, Scarlet. It's not important anymore, and we don't have any time to waste. If you say so. Anyway, the only time we can escape is the last day of the show, between midnight and just before the sun goes up. That's when the boat comes to welcome the newly engaged couple, and that's the only way off this island alive. It also doubles as a supply ship. We use it to replenish between each run of the show. And there are no other planes on the island. A boat would be far slower. Unfortunately, it's not so easy. There's a protective shell around the island which performs two functions. First, it renders us invisible to satellite. It's the reason why our people couldn't find us, Ally. Second, if anything bigger than a human being tries to get in or outside of the barrier, it'll get fried, unless it's emitted compatible IFF signal. The only way off the island that will have that signal is the boat. And betting it'll be heavily guarded. Well, yes, but not from the people on it. The ship itself will be run by a skeleton crew. It's the staff on the island who we'll have to watch out for. It still leaves the question of how we'll deal with them. Last time I checked, there's hundreds of them and not even 10 of us. Actually, it might not be so hard after all. I've got a plan that just might work. Though I have to admit it's a little crazy. I like the sound of that. If it involves zombies again, I'm out. You explained her plan to us with a renewed confidence that could inspire everyone to believe. Luckily, we still have tomorrow, so we have just the amount of time we need. That just might work, you. You're a mad genius. Let's just say I've been holding back my creativity till now. It's crazier than anything I'd imagined and crazy enough to work. Let's get to work. Wait, Were we even listening to the same plan? What's the plan? The others went their separate ways to help prepare for Yui's plan. The cat stayed. Our business wasn't finished just yet. What's up? What's your game? I want to trust you, Cat. I really do. But you're up to something, aren't you? Just like every other time I trusted you, I can't blame you for feeling that way. And I can't take back what I've done before. The only thing I can say to try to make you trust me is that we both have people we care about, Alyss. And that if you don't escape, then the person I care about will go down with you. I'm not asking for you to put your neck out for me. You'll never have to. I'm asking for you to help somebody that you've never met and you never will. Somebody innocent. It's strange. This woman has put me through hell, treated me like a lab rat, and more. And yet, somehow I think she's telling the truth. Honestly, it doesn't really matter if you do trust me. You'll see tomorrow that I'm going along with Yui's plan either way. I'll trust you, Cat. I'm sorry for yelling at you earlier. Don't be. I literally shot you. I think that earned you the right to be angry and more, no? Well, I've gotten to know you over these past years. Not for more than a couple weeks straight, but I got to know you. And I think you're rude and manipulative and have no problem lying to my face. Hey, can we skip to the part where you compliment me? You're also incredibly crass, you keep secrets from everybody, and you finished? But I don't think you're a bad person. Every time the show ran, you always talked to me to make me feel like I wasn't alone. And you made sure I never lost hope. I know that was never part of the job. You didn't have to do that. Yet you did it over and over. It must have been so tiring to do that over and over, full well knowing that we were doomed. I don't know why you're doing all this, but I believe that you do care about helping people. I'm flattered, Alyss. But you've got me wrong. What do you mean? Everything I've ever done for you, the others, it's been for my own selfish reasons. Just happens to line up nicely. Though I appreciate the compliment. Unlike before, I couldn't tell if she was telling the truth. We went our separate ways shortly after. I spent the rest of the night helping the others with preparing for the plan. I was exhausted when I went back to my room, but I still couldn't fall asleep after several hours. It's as if something's on the tip of my tongue, but I just barely can't grasp it. But somehow, I know I'm closer than I've ever been. Kat was true to her word. Instead of having another date on the 6th day of the show, she planned a huge party for the staff instead. A thank you for all your hard work party. As soon as she told her staff that Violet would be cooking for the event, all of them dropped everything and helped prepare it. While the staff prepared the party grounds during the day, each of us were hard at work, making sure other parts of it went well. Violet cooked Mountain's food as if her life depended on it. In truth, it did. Yui was playing games with the staff outside. It didn't take long for her to become a fast favorite for them. I'm pretty sure half the staff were playing the games just so they could get her to notice them, and she knew it. I have to admit, I'm really impressed by Yui. Her plan is really coming together. Tara and Scarlet joined forces to make sure all the staff joined the festivities. Tara used Kat's producer room to find any stragglers who hadn't joined the festivities. As Tara found them one by one, Scarlet turned on the charm and made sure that they came with her to the party. Well, then, when it was time for Scarlet to switch to her other mission, Ally took over, but I'm told she employed more force than charm. Meanwhile, I ran around like a chicken with its head cut off, trying to make sure every part of her plan was going smoothly. And for once, it did. Nighttime. A few hours later, we had every staff member on the island partying their lights out. Everybody's here? You bet! You should have seen the ones that tried to run. I made sure everyone who came stayed too. Perfect. Everybody's eaten? As they should have. It is fine food. Looks like it's all going according to plan. I'm just going to ahead and get to the fun part. Scarlet pulled out a remote from her pocket and pressed a button on it. A few seconds later, fireworks were shooting into the night sky above the party grounds. The cheers of the staff were like thunder. And with that, the plan is going as smoothly as can be. Great job, team. We owe you one, Yuli. Right back at you. We cheered as firework after firework lit up the night sky. Ooh, are fireworks supposed to be this bright? Come to think of it, these fireworks are practically blinding. I have to say I did a pretty good job with these fireworks. Though there might be some side effects to watching them from so close. Let's worry about that later. The fireworks were the signal to those trying to escape that there was nothing left to do except wait. It's going to be a long night. I know what we said before, but it'd be such a shame to spend tonight just worrying over what may happen tomorrow. We might live, we might die, same as any other day. How about instead, we just dance the night away? You know what? That sounds great. That sounds lovely. Let's do it. Come on, let's dance like there's no tomorrow. Yuck. Don't be like that, Tara. It'd be good for us to blow off some steam. Dancing sounds like exercise. An exercise. Ali picked up Tara over her shoulder. And away we go. Come on, come on. Scarlet grabbed my hand and pulled me with her to where people were dancing. The others followed close behind. Fireworks are a sign for a sad ending? No way! Isn't it usually like a happy ending? Like confession, people confessing and then the other person not hearing because fireworks? They sure are carefree, huh? Some things never change. Maybe we'll get out of here tomorrow. Maybe we won't. I hope we do though. I like to think that one day we'll look back and remember this day. It was the most fun night I've ever had. Out of the nights that I can remember. It lived like there was no tomorrow. And now, we'll find out if there is a tomorrow for us. Oh, the music. We waited in the darkness for hours, waiting for the boat to come. The plan was simple, yet had no room for error. First, we need to make sure the boat really is coming. It's later than usual. You think they're on to us? No, it'll just be a little longer. It's cold. There's no point worrying at this point. If they're on to us now, we're already dead. All we can do is wait. We waited for an hour, more, then another, then another. We were losing hope. I guess It's here! Kat pointed towards the ocean. We all looked in unison. Just as she said, the boat was coming. It looked huge despite how far it was. It must be massive from up close. Alright, it's only going to be a few minutes before it reaches the shore. Let's book it back to the mansion. Second, we need to get back to the mansion before the boat reaches the shore. From what Kat told us, the staff will physically inspect the mansion to make sure we're there. We can't rely on overriding the feeds. If we're not there, we'll sound the alarm, and our chance of escaping will go from slim to nil. According to Kat, it's how I got caught last time. Here we go! We made it back to the mansion and rushed to our respective rooms. I turned off the light, then jumped onto the bed and pretended to be asleep. A few moments later, I heard the sound of somebody opening a door. It must be them. There was a mechanical rhythm to it. Footsteps, a door would open. More footsteps, a short pause. Footsteps again, a door would close. Repeat. Over and over, closing closer till it got to my room. I tried my best to make my breathing sound natural. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Footsteps. A second later, my door opens. I can tell there's probably about 5 people. Breathe in. They're walking closer to me. Breathe out. I can tell 2 of them are in front of me. They're muttering somewhere under their breath. You have to pity her. Come on, she could do better. Rude. Breathe in. Hey, something's wrong. Feels like my heart stopped. Breathe out. They're moving closer to me, step by step. What's that? Breathe in. I think it takes everything I have not to move when every nerve in my body screams to run. This is it. They're on to me. I can't help but ball up the fist of my hand. Never mind. We're done for the night. Let's head out. Sounds good to me. I heard them walk further away from me than outside the room. Finally, they closed the door. I breathed out like never before. On to the next part of the plan. Yeah. We regrouped downstairs. That wasn't so difficult, was it? Like taking candy from a baby. Wait, where's Tara? I'll go check on her. Stiff on cue, Tara came running downstairs. I'm good, don't worry about it. And I definitely didn't fall asleep just now. I didn't buy it, and the rest of us didn't either. Alright, back to the problem at hand. We may have avoided detection for now, but now there's going to be upwards of 100 guards on patrol between here and the boat. There's little to no chance we can all make it there without being seen, but it's a chance we'll have to take. Actually, we had just the thing for that. Zombies? Courtesy of Scarlet and I. What's that? Well, we went through all the trouble of preparing such a big party for all the staff. It would be a shame if we didn't give them a little extra to chew on, no? You didn't. Oh, she did. It was like an absurd scene from an art house movie gone mad. Wait, what? Brains! Zombified! Bananas! Brains and bananas! Grrr. Accounting shootout movie. Hundreds of zombies litter the field. You know, I can't believe we ever let you make shit, Scarlet. You better be glad that you did. Now that I think about it, couldn't we just have put a sleeping agent or something like that in? Where's the fun in that? Well, we still have to go past them to get to the boat, right? Don't worry about it. I've got a fair share of experience in taking down zombies. Something about that rubs me the wrong way. Don't worry about it, let's be on our way. We managed to sneak out of the mansion without much of a fuss. As soon as we got into the forest, it was smooth sailing. There were just a few zombies in there. To be honest, how much Scarlet enjoyed herself taking them down was more concerning. I'll worry about when we got off this island. For now, I'll focus on getting out of here. A few moments later, we made it to the beach. The boat was clear in sight. Wow, it's huge! Let's not waste any time. We rushed onto the ship and ran straight for the captain's deck. You guys wait here. It's practically guaranteed that the engine's been tampered with and I need to fix it. If I know my father, he'll do it just the way it was last time. You know what, Alyss? Come with me just in case. Maybe that's where the crew members are. Lead the way. It's pitch black inside. Cat had to shine the light to see anything. Strange. Where are they? Well, let's not look a gift horse in the mouth. Found it. Chalk it up to my dad outsourcing everything to the grunts. This is child's play to me now. Cat got to work fixing the engine. Watch my back. We still don't know if we're in the clear and this is gonna take a minute. Got it. Turned around and kept a lookout. It was almost impossible to see anything though. Since when were you a mechanic? Honestly, since my first failed escape. I had to teach myself. There isn't exactly a trade school on this island. If I hadn't, I'd never be able to help anybody escape this island. I'm sorry I didn't trust you before, Cat. I get it now. Why you did what you had to do? Keep talking like that and you'll raise a death flag for the both of us, jeez. We can talk more later if you'd like. In the meantime, this boat is fixed. Nice. Let's tell the others and get the hell out of here. We ran back to the others and told them the good news. At the same time, Kat revved up the engine of the boat. We're good to go. We literally jumped for joy as the boat started to move. Gosh, I can't believe it. We're really doing this. We're finally getting out of here. It is hard to believe, but it is true. We did it. Now, you don't have to thank me all at once. We really did. Thank you, Kat. You really saved us. You did. We wouldn't be able to get to this point if it weren't for you. There's no need to thank me. I actually should apologize that I didn't do any of this sooner. The intercom rang out. Kat turned white as a sheet when we heard a voice that was all too familiar. Hello, Rico. Welcome. No. Damn it. Damien. Ding ding ding. I guess you learned at least something in school, Kat. Not enough clearly, but hey, it's something. That's got to win a participation ribbon somewhere. You knew what I was planning. Of course I did, dearie. I made you. I know exactly how you think. And I have to thank you. Your mother would be proud of the show you've given us these last 2 years. What? Oh, I'm sorry. Did I forget to tell you? While you were busy filming Alyss and those other... My team was filming your brave attempts to save these idiots. Gives the audience a little more reason for why they should stay in line, you know. After all, if I do this to my own daughter, imagine what I do to someone who wasn't. You're a monster. Flattery will get you nowhere, Kit Kat. Well, it doesn't matter now. Do whatever the hell you want. We're getting out of here. We fixed the boat and there's nothing you can do to stop us now. We're getting out of here. Saying garbage like that is just playing with fire, look. The earth started to shake. Even though we were on the boat, I could tell the island was rumbling. In the distance, a metal barrier slowly rose out of the ocean all around the island. Climbed higher and higher till it cast a shadow over the boat. Higher and higher till the only daylight we could see was just from a circle above us. We were trapped. How about we play a game, little rats? Damon spoke down to us from some kind of holographic screen on the walls. He gestured to some kind of machine behind him in what looked like a strange kind of stadium. I've got myself a little switch here that controls the barrier. One push of this and you'd be free to go. It'd be easy for you to waltz on it and flip it. You've gotten rid of all our security. But this switch is only going to work if you have 2 people's handprints with producer level clearance. Sure, you've got Kat, but you'll never be able to get mine. We pulled out the same gun I've been shot with before. Though don't let that stop you from trying. The hologram disappeared with a click, leaving us in an uneasy silence. Our hands are tied. We've no choice but to go back. Hello? He's got a gun! It'd take us all down before we even have a chance to grab him. We've got no choice though. If we wait here, it's only a matter of time before they can send people after us. I guess we have to head back to the beach. Let's turn this around. You got an ass to kick. No, that's exactly what Damon wants you to do. The turning around part or the ass kicking? I'll leave that to your imagination. Damon has a script that he wants to see play out. People try to roll, fail, and get killed. I guarantee you, if we do just that, he has a plan for it. He'll find some kind of way to turn us against each other, and then none of us will be making it out of here alive. Even so, we can't just stay here and wait until we're out of time. Alyss and I will go to flip the switch. Besides, we're the only 2 people here who can do anything about it. What do you mean by that? I thought that only you and Damien... I'll explain it away. There's no time. Alyss, are you ready to run? I won't allow it. There's no way we are letting Alyss go back there without us. You said it, sister. Not letting you all lose your one chance of getting out of here. Scarlet, please, you know exactly what Damien's capable of. I don't like this, Kat. I know. Let them go. Believe me, I hate this. I hate this to my core, but Kat's right. Kat didn't waste a moment. She reached for my hand. Before I knew what I was doing, we ran off the boat together and back to the mansion as fast as we could. I was running on pure instinct, like my body had done this before countless times. I looked back to the boat just once, but I couldn't help but linger for a moment. I could tell from their faces that they wanted to be running with me, not waiting for us to come back. Going to make Damien pay for making them suffer like this. We went back to running. I followed Kat's lead. It's earlier than I planned, but there's no time in the present for exposition about your past. It'd be good to know why I'm running with you. Would I happen to be resistant to bullets? We'll find out if you were together. Though, if you look at your history, I'd say no. Hey, I survived the time you shot me. I'm pretty resistant. Touché. Before you came onto the show, you were a producer just like me. We used to work together. We were partners. In more ways than one, though. That was forever ago. Living and working on this island was the only life I'd ever known. It sounds awful, but I didn't have a problem with running these shows. There was nothing different to compare it to. But then I met you. Got no idea what would bring someone like you to this island, but you. Meeting you changed me. You smiled like I'd never seen before. You made me see that there was a world out there that was beautiful. You made me hope that I could be a part of that world one day. And you helped me realize that we needed to shut this place down if we wanted there to be a world out there at all. For years, we worked together to free as many people as we could from these death trap shows. We shipped them away to safety, faked their deaths, everything. And we did just that for a time. Then Damon started to suspect something was up. Each day he got closer and closer to figuring out until I knew we couldn't stay any longer. But it was too late by then. Damien caught us. You mean, you betrayed me. Can't remember much, but I remember you and we were together. And then you sold me out, right when we were trying to escape? Why? It's like I said before, I didn't have a choice, and I still don't. I know you have no reason to trust me anymore, and I don't expect you to. But we need each other's help to get off this island now. As both of us are technically still producers, we can activate the switch if we work together. We don't even have to take Damien down, though I doubt he'll let us use it that easily. Can you trust me enough for that? Honestly, I don't know. Part of me wants to trust Kat, the same part that unconsciously remembers that I did for years and years. But how can I forget that betrayal, even if she had her reasons? Sure, I'll keep an eye on her. When we got back to the mansion, Kat made a beeline for the lab. I ran with her as fast as I could. Our footsteps on the winding metal staircase echo like a thundering drum. You're about to see the real reason why the show is on this island. Kat took out her master key and slid it on a hidden socket in the wall behind one of the tanks. Don't say I didn't warn you. The same wall split into two doors, slowly revealing another hidden staircase. You think you guys could get an elevator instead? I said the same thing. As soon as I took one step down the staircase, I could tell something was different. Something was telling me I shouldn't go down there. Come on, we don't have time to waste. We've got nothing to lose. With each step down, it grew darker and darker. Eventually, I couldn't even see my hand in front of my face. Then, the light. Blinding light and... applause? Welcome, welcome. You finally made it. Damon's face was plastered over countless screens in a stadium that could fill tens of thousands of people. Countless cameras littered the seats, all focused in center stage, a battleground sprawling with maze-like walls of all shapes and sizes and littered with guns. Thanks to the walls, we couldn't see Damien directly, but we knew he was here from the screens. We wouldn't have a show with you idiots, so I'm glad you actually came back. Oh man, you couldn't even bring back the others? You're no fun. You just really gotta make me work, huh? Anyway, congrats on making it this far, Chatterer. I gotta say, I'm proud of you for making it here, daughter of mine. I'm impressed that you remembered your old hunt just from a few seconds of video. No thanks to you, you dirtbag. Is that any way to thank someone who gives you room and board? You gave Alyss a way nicer room than I ever got. Blame your mom for that one, kid. Anyway, how about you be a dear and explain the game we've got going on here? The switch we're looking for is somewhere here. Problem is, so is Damien, and he's got a gun, and more ammunition than he needs to kill both of us. What about the weapons on the ground? Maybe there's something we can use to level the playing field? It's all we can do, but the odds aren't in our favor. Most of the weapons laying around are useless. They were meant to make people lose hope that they could fight back. Most is better than all of them, at least. Well, yes and no. There's no hope to lose if they knew all of them were fake. That's Damien's MO. He'll give the people trapped on his shows just enough hope for escape, and he'll use that to trap you. Real guns among fakes, boats and planes when you're trapped on an island. If we're going to make it through this, you can't fall for his game, understand? Loud and clear. Then let's go. There's no time to waste. Wait, so what do? Do we avoid the guns? We ran from wall to wall, taking cover between each time. Whenever we had a chance, we'd pick up what looked like a gun and see if it was real. We only had seconds to check for each one. Damon was hot on our trail. A gunshot rang out, blowing a hole through the wall Kat and I were hiding behind. What's the matter? You're like two rats in the lab. We fired again. Shrapnel from the wall scraped my arm. Ugh. It was like my arm had been lit on fire. Alyss, you okay? I'll live, don't worry. We need to find a weapon. And we need to find a switch. We ran behind another wall, narrowly dodging another shot from Damien. It dawned on me that he wasn't even trying to hit us. He was trying to make us scared. And it was working. But why? He's reloading, come on! We dashed out from behind a wall and ran past Damien, looking desperately for the switch and for any weapons we could find. I managed to pick up 2 pistols. Kat did the same. Looks like they're fake too. How's yours looking? I took a look at the first one. On further inspection, it was clear it was no more than a plastic toy. But the second one, Kat realized it the same second I did. It was real, with a single bullet loaded. Alright, that's good, let's... Another shot rang out, blowing a hole in the wall just next to where my head was a second ago. How come he gets the hand cannon? The budget's got to go somewhere, I guess. Anyway, we've got the gun. That's probably the only real one in the stadium. We need to find the switch now. Even with the gun, we're no match for him. Sounds good to me. We ran further through the stadium opposite the entrance until we were square in the middle of the stadium. And there it was. The switch! You'd think they'd have hit it better. Damon's laughter echoed through the arena as he reappeared on the screens above the arena. Congrats, you found the switch. It's a damn shame. I forgot to mention something about this switch here. Won't do jack shit, even if you both have access, as long as I've got a heartbeat. And I plan on sticking around. But I'm not heartless. In fact, I think a pretty decent guy for what I'm about to do. Kat looked like she had just seen a ghost. Kat, Alyss, I've got an offer you can't refuse, but only one of you can claim it. If either of you kills the other one, I'll let the other one left standing go. We'll forget this ever happened and call it a wrap-up on Find Love or Die Trying. I'll even let the survivor leave the island. I can even guarantee I'm telling the truth because this is airing live to the world right now. People bow down and get in line because I tell them the truth, because they know I keep my word. They wouldn't believe me for a second if I ever went back on it, you know? Not a bad deal, huh? Especially considering that if no one takes that offer, I'll just kill both of ya. I'm giving you 5 minutes to decide, then I'm coming for you. Nobody has lied to the public before. The screenshots. We don't even know if it's really live. I mean, just be lying to us. Kat and I looked at each other, a mix of horror and fear on her face, and there was no doubt that mine mirrored hers. Alyss, can't imagine what's racing through your head right now. You probably think I'm going to betray you again, right? I was at a loss for words. You don't have to say anything. Look, I can't blame you for doubting me. And honestly, if you just shot me right now, I'd be okay with it. Because then, you'd be free to go. I know Damien will keep his word. But if there's even the slightest chance that you want me to be able to escape from here too, then I need to ask you something that I know sounds insane. What's that? I need you to give me the gun. The only real one we've got. Look, I'm not stupid enough to not know how that sounds. The simple reality is, I've known you for so long now, and one thing I know about you is that you're a terrible shot. Me? I'm as good as you can get on this island. I think I'm our best bet to taking him down. But I understand completely if you're not willing to trust me. If you think I'm lying, I get it. And if you don't trust me, she closed her eyes and pressed her finger against her forehead. Then please just make it quick. The gun in my hands had never felt so heavy. On one hand, a guarantee that I can make it out of here alive. On the other, trusting Kat. Can I trust Kat after all that she's done to me? Can I really believe her words when the memories I can prove or deny them are lost to me? I've got no time. I have to choose. Oh, I wanna kill her, so we're trusting her. I trust you, Kat. Please don't kill me. I held out the gun to her. You do? After everything I've done? Trust. Believe, trust. After everything, yes, I still trust you. I know you've been forced to do some awful things to people that didn't deserve it, but I know there's good in you, and I believe in that good. Take it. Thank you, Alyss. She took the gun from my hands. I won't let you down. Well, if you do, it's not like I'd be around for long enough to regret it. Let's hope it doesn't come to that. Let's do this. They're taking Damien on! They decided to seek Damien out and try to get the drop on him, rather than waiting for him at the switch. My heart was practically beating out of my chest. I couldn't tell if Kat was as nervous as I was. If she was, she hid it with the same poker face she always had. We dashed to another wall for cover, looked around, and repeated. How much time has passed? It feels like we've been looking for him for hours with the pressure, though I know it can't be more than a few minutes. As the minutes passed by, I could tell Kat was growing more and more impatient. She trained her gun wherever she could look, her trigger finger ready to shoot our only bullet at any time. Left, right. I glanced around, then looked to her and back again. Her hands were shaking. Look left, look right. We've only got one shot to make or break it. Look back to Kat. She's checking a corner ahead for us. She looks left, she looks right. Takes everything I have to stay focused. Don't think about dying, not even the possibility. She turns to look back at me. Oh no. Damon's walking closer and closer from behind her with his gun resting on his shoulder. He can't be more than 10 meters away. He slowly lifts the gun off from its resting position. Before I know it, I'm running towards her with everything I have. Something is making me run, something I've forgotten. Something I'm just starting to remember. It's the two of us at the beach. I can see it now. How many hours has it been? We made it to the ship, but it wasn't enough. The alarms were deafening. Security was going to be here any minute. And our only saving grace, our ship, wouldn't start. That's it then. I never heard Kat ever sound so desperate. Well, at least we tried, right? Who else can say that? She lowered her head and leaned on me. No, we're not giving up just yet. There's nothing we can do, Alyss. The engine's broken and the guards will be here any minute. We got at least some weapons. It's not over yet. I grabbed the precious few firearms we had and split them between us. There's 2 of us and hundreds of them. There's no point. Not to mention, you're a terrible shot. You're right. Taking them down head-on would be suicide. But that's not what you'll be doing. Me, I'm just some nobody, but you're the big man's daughter after all. Your word means a lot to them. She was horrified. I would be too if I were in her shoes right now. No, I won't let you do this, Alyss. You don't have a choice. Look around. No, I'm not happy either, but us both dying here would be worthless. But if you live, you get a second chance to make it out of here. A second chance to see the other side. I know, but what's the point if it's not with you? You'll have to find that out yourself. We're almost here. Come on, we're running out of time. Her hands were shaking. It looked like she was going to drop her gun any second. I hate you for this, you know. I know, and I'm sorry. She slowly raised her arms and trained the gun's sights directly at me. And now, we wait. Can you do me a favor? What's that? Don't shoot the face, please. I'm rather proud of it. I don't know what I'd do without my supernaturally good looks. She laughed through the tears. I would have still loved you even without them. Right back at you, Cat. She kissed me for the last time. I love you, Al. I love you too. Sorry, but it's gonna be the face. Let me just take off the safety. But wait, I didn't sign up for this. I heard my favorite sound one last time. I could hear the guards coming now, with only seconds left. On the bright side, I won't owe you $10. Our bet? I think it's pretty clear who won the bet. I could see the guards now. My time is up. What makes you say you did it? I'm alive? Everything hurts so bad I almost wish I wasn't. The shock must have knocked me out cold. I coughed up blood as my vision flashed in and out rapidly, too fast to tell if I had been fatally shot. It was all I could do to try to stay conscious. It's as you said, Father. Anyone who breaks our law must be punished. I could just barely make out her voice, but it brought comfort to me. You really do take after me. It made your old man very, very proud. Oh, will you look at that? Looks like our little hero's got some life left. You know, Alyss, you're in luck. See, the whole escaping thing, I'm afraid I'm going to have to fire you. No severance. I tried to make a witty comment back, but the only thing that came out of my mouth was coughed up blood. But you're in luck, and new opportunities just opened up, and I think he kicked me in the stomach, then rolled me over with his foot. You'd be the perfect fit. He laughed as he crushed my palm under his foot. You might think I'm going soft on you by not killing you outright. He looked down at me and back at her. But mark my words, you'll both wish I had. Do whatever you want. I don't care about Alyss anymore. He laughed maniacally. I never did like Alyss much anyway. My vision's fading. His words turned to vapor as I could feel myself crumple into nothing. The last thing I saw was her face. She was holding the river back with everything she had. Who are you going to fool with a poker face like that? Cat. Oh, I love you. Always have, always will. I'm so sorry for what I've forced you to do. Even more so, I'm so sorry that you'll be alone now. But I hope one day you'll understand. Oh, we made her do it. She didn't really betray us. Flashback to reality, I've almost reached Cat. I push myself to run faster and faster, faster than I've ever ran in my life. Cat doesn't see him, but she sees the alarm going off in my eyes. Damon points his gun at his daughter. He's preparing to take the shot. Cat starts to turn around, but there's no time. Damon's finger pulls back on the trigger. What am I doing? I see the world turn to slow motion. Why am I throwing away my life? For Cat. These memories, they're mine, yet not at the same time. Who can say if I'm the same person as before who loved her so much? Who can say if these memories form a completely different me compared to what I am now? There's no time for answers. Even if I've forgotten you over and over, somehow I remember you, and I know that I would do anything for you. I run past Cat and throw myself in front of her, because I love her. A gunshot rings out. It's like my body is struck by lightning instead of flame. It fires again and again. Undescribable pain ripples across my body as shot after shot rips through me. It's not like the movies where someone can stand after being shot over and over. The firing stops and my vision starts to fade. I can barely hear him reloading over the sound of my body screaming in agony. My knees buckle. I start to fall. As I fall, I can see Cat with her gun trained on Damien. There's no fear in her eyes. Her hands aren't shaking. But she's biting her lip so hard that I can see it bleeding. The last thing I see before the dark takes me is her finger pressing down on the trigger. Damien fires back. Oh no! Wake up, Alyss! Please, please don't die! What's happening? Am I alive? I've never heard her sound so desperate. Please, just wake up! I can't lose you again. Not again. It took everything I had just to open my eyes and breathe. Kat was cradling me in her arms with tears streaming down her face. Thank God, don't pass out again. You almost gave me a heart attack. Sorry, Kat, I coughed up blood. Save your strength. Did you get him? We did. That's great. The switch? Should be able to get it now, but you're in no shape to walk. And to be honest, I'm not in the best shape either. I looked up at her and felt my heart drop. Been shot! She laughed. Yeah. Now that I know what it feels like, I'm even more sorry for shooting you back then on the beach. There's nothing else you could have done, Kat. That didn't stop me from regretting it every second of these past 2 years. That day, I made a promise to myself. It didn't matter how many people I'd have to hurt, or how much I would have to hurt. I would get you off this island, alive and well, even if that was the last thing I did. Even if I had to see you fall in love with somebody else 100 times. Even if I knew it meant I could never be with you again. I made a promise back then, and I'll keep it even if it kills me. Slowly, Kat tried to lift me off the ground and onto her back. She screamed and coughed up blood as she tried to lift me up. Stop! You're going to get yourself killed! And that's exactly what I'm going to do. She lifted me onto her back and took one step back towards the switch. I told myself back then. She stepped forward again. Her legs were trembling. That if you weren't leaving this island alive, neither would I. Another step closer. Because I love you, you know? One more step. I know you don't remember most of our time together. Her breath was getting ragged. She'd taken several steps, then have to pause for breath. Honestly, I'm glad you even remember bits and pieces. I'm grateful for whatever I can get. The switch is in sight. And maybe the you I fell in love with doesn't even exist anymore. We're so close to it, yet so far. But I like to believe it's still you, Alyss. That you're still the same Alyss that I fell in love with. You were just steps away from the switch. That I'm still the one you love. She laughed bitterly. It's just wishful thinking, I know. We're here. We made it. You just need to put your hand on the scanner. Can you do that? Got it. I used the last of my strength to reach my hand forward. With every inch I drew closer to it, my vision grew darker. I pushed harder and harder with everything I had. Got it. My turn. Done. All that's left is to pull the switch. Sorry, Alyss, I'm going to have you put you down for a second. No problem. Kat gently rested me on the ground. I can barely stand now. I tumbled towards the switch. She managed to catch it with her hands and use it to keep herself upright. Here we go. The moment we all been waiting for. She pulled it with the last of her strength. A second later, she fell to the ground by my side. A cacophony of machinery filled the stadium. It must be the barrier opening. We did it, Alyss. I'm sorry. What for? I don't think we're getting out of here after all. I can't even move. It's okay. We had a good run, you know. I guess you could say that. At least the girls will be able to get out of here. They deserve better than to die here. Yeah, I love Alyss. Always have and always will. For these last 2 years, I dreamed of us starting a new life together, somewhere far from here. But I guess life's not like the movies. dreams don't come true. I wish we could have met in a different place, a different time. Maybe, just maybe, then Alyss we... Cat? Cat? Her eyes were closed. Streams of tears ran down from both her eyes. My vision blurred even more as tears welled up in my eyes. If we could have met in a different place, a different time, I'm sure our story would have been so different. I wish we could have, Cat. I tried to move closer to her, but my body refused. It was all I could do to move my head around. I looked around in futility for some kind of miracle that could save us both. This is too sad an ending. I looked to Cat. I looked to the heavens, which had all but abandoned us. I looked behind us, and saw what could only be described as angels. I tried to speak, but no words would come out. I must be dreaming. I must be. The world turned to black. Am I dead? If I keep asking myself that, it's bound to be right sooner or later. Somehow, I think there's more to come in my story. And I know there's one person that I want to spend the rest of it with. Ah! You're choosing Cat, of course. Wait. Cat. Ah! I woke up in an unfamiliar room. Is the room shaking? I tried to get up. Oh, fudge. I looked down to my body. I've been bandaged up enough to look like a mummy. But I'm alive. Alyss, you're up! Hey, Ely. Where are we? We're on the boat. We're miles away from the island by now. It's a relief. Everyone's okay? I'll let you be the judge of that. Heaven sure looks like a hospital. Ely ran off, then came back a few moments later. Wait, where's... I was worried, Alyss. I'm so glad to see you're alright. Didn't make it easy to save you either. Oh, and if you find yourself craving brains or bananas, that's entirely unrelated to how I treated you. I'm just thankful it worked. So good to see you safe and sound. If you died after all we've been through, I'd kill you. But I'm really happy that you're here for me to say that to. You did great, Alyss. Your assistants could use somebody like you. Besides, it doesn't look like you have a real job anymore, huh? Thanks, guys. You really stuck out your neck to save Cat and I could never thank you enough. It's what you would do for us, Alyss. Indeed, we ran after you two just moments after you'd left. There was no point in us escaping if it wasn't with you. Yeah, I know, Cat said not to, but hey, I didn't remember that at the time, so it's all good. We managed to save the Brothers 5 too. I couldn't just let them be stranded after, well, all that we've been through together. I'm glad to hear that. There's no way we could have escaped without them. I nervously looked around the room. Is Cat? Cat's doing well too. She's resting in the room next door. She didn't think you wanted to see her. I see. Thanks for letting me know, Yui. I should be thanking you. None of us would have made it off this island if it wasn't for you or Cat. It's true, despite whatever you may hear Tara say. I'm just saying I have a pretty mean right hook. So good to see you all. I've got no idea what the world ahead has for each of us, but whatever it has in store, we'll face it together. You bet. I'm surprised you can say that with a straight face, but yes. I wouldn't have it any other way. I could really use you as a PR person for the Resistance, Alyss. You've got to think for speeches. Wait a minute, if everyone's here and Cat's next door, who's driving the boat? Everyone looked at Tara. And that's a series exit for Terabyte! She ran off like a cartoon character. We laughed together. It felt like it's been so long since we could just laugh. No cameras, no fear. Just friends fooling around. Anyway, it's so good to see you're okay. That said, team, we need to give Alyss some time to rest. Once again, I'm not trying to quarantine you because we didn't use a zombie virus unique properties to save you. Thanks, Scarlet. And thank you everybody for coming to see me. Don't mention it. We're all in this together and all that, right? See you later, Alyss. Alright, enough with the cheese. Get out before Alyss turns. I mean, before Alyss needs rest, yes? And with that, I was alone. Phew, I thought they'd never leave. Hey Scarlet, what's up? Nothing, I just... She was hiding a syringe behind her back. Need to give you a shot for good luck. Right. Put my arm out forward. Well, the doctor knows best. I'm not a doctor. She injected the good luck into my arm. I just wanted to say thanks again. My life went off the rails back at the island even before the show. That's putting it lightly. I know if I stayed there, I never would have been truly happy for the rest of my life. I never would have been able to help people ever again. So thank you, Alyss. You've been out, so there's no way to know, but today's the day that would have been the last day of the show. The final ceremony where you ask one of the girls to be with you. Now, I'm not saying anyone's rushing for a proposal, but I think everyone wants to hear an answer from you. The kind of decision takes some time to think over, so I figured you need a little space. Thanks, Scarlet, you're right. It's my pleasure. She kissed me on the cheek. Well, I'll see you later. Thank you. See you. It's a tough choice, but it's one I know I have to make. You're all such incredible people. I'd be lucky to be with any of them. Anyone would. I sat in silence for a time, both resting and contemplating what to do. Is it a life of excitement with Ally? A life of rediscovery with Scarlet? A life of enjoying the simple things with Yui? A life challenging our limits with Violet? A life of freedom with Terra? And then I just knew. I got up from the bed. I walked to the door of my room and looked for the room next to mine. There. I looked through the window and I just knew. I opened the door. Hey. Hey, Alyss. You look like hell. You don't look much better. I'm surprised your face is intact. It survived a lot now, hasn't it? Yeah. You know, the girls are hoping you'll ask one of them out today. They'll get the wrong idea if they see you here. I came here for you, Kat, and only you. You've been there for me, from even before I can remember meeting you. There's no way I could have ever gotten off this island, or anyone else could have if it wasn't for you. And I know that there's so much we have to figure out, and so much we don't know in this world. But I know I want to face that world with you. Kat. Aww! Oh, she looks so pretty! Tears were streaming down her face. I didn't want to hope for it. I walked next to her and got down on one knee. I tried so hard to convince myself that it would never happen because it was too painful to even hope. I don't have a ring or anything, but I'm sure I can get one later. You don't need a ring. Will you marry me? Yes, yes, yes! I love you, Kat! More than you could ever know. Wherever life takes you is where I'll go. We held each other close and kissed for the first time in years. Memories floated back with each passing moment. The day we met, the first kiss, fights in the rain, making up, the joy of just being with the person you love. The day I proposed to her the first time. And now it's today, and I'm sure there's many more to come. Here's to making new memories together, Kat. Whoa! Wait. Let's check out the other. Who do you guys want to see? I think canon-wise, Kat would be like the perfect choice. So I think everyone likes Terra. So let's see. Let's see what happens if we pick Terra. Oh, about time you woke up. Yeesh. You sure know how to keep a girl waiting. Sorry, I was still figuring out the whole not dying thing. I'm glad you figured it out. Give me 1 second. I gotta let the others know you're up. Tara ran off and came back a few moments later. Oh, oh my gosh! Oh, I think the dialogue for this was the same. Just that their replacements are different. No, save Brothers 5. Okay. I gotta chase after her. Just scooch, you guys. Yep, get the injection. Yeah! Normal! Yeah, it's just that the skip button is not working. Would you happen to know how to read a map? Seriously, everything just looks blue out here. Couldn't help but laugh. When you think about it, it doesn't really matter where we're going, so long as we're not going back to the island. Oh, hello, Mal Clips. Welcome. I can guarantee that's not happening. Aside from that, not much else. Laugh together. You know, Tara, I wanted to thank you. For what? No matter how dark things got or how much it seemed like it was all over, you never stopped trying to get everyone's spirits up. You made us laugh when it felt like we hit the end of the road. You made us brave enough to try to escape, to laugh at the chances and just do it. You're incredible. It was nothing. More than just what you've done for everybody, you made me feel like I can do anything. And when I'm next to you, I feel like we can take on the world. I really like you, Tara, and I want to make you feel just like how you make me feel every day. I want to make you laugh when you want to cry. I want to make you sing and dance when it seems like it's all over. And more than anything, I want to be with you all the time. Shucks. I don't know what to say. I'd like that. I like you too. Whenever I feel like giving up, you made me feel like I could do anything. And when I'm next to you, I know the world's in our hands. So I guess we're gonna start dating now? Yeah, I guess so. Sweet. Alright, now that we got that out of the way, let's take this boat somewhere with internet. Sounds like a plan. Wherever we're headed next, I know I'll be right where I belong, as long as I'm with her. Let's just hope there's not too many pigeons there. Yeah, it's on Steam and it's free. I wanna see Violet's ending. So the difference is that the person we like greets us when we wake up, but the rest goes on as normal. I guess Cat can greet us like here because, you know, she's stuck on the bed. I've grown a tad attached, you might say. I'm sure the others want to know you're alright. Okay. I'm gonna skip this. Okay, here we go. Hey. Oh, she comes to us! Hey, Al. Should you not be resting? Probably, but I won't stand for it. Here, let me help you back to the bed. Thanks. I put my arm around her and she walked with me back to the bed. I wanted to talk to you. At first I wanted to wait until later, but I've learned some things I just cannot wait. I had to see you no matter what. Why are you crying? No cry. Does everyone cry at the end of it? I guess if someone proposes to you, you cry. I guess. Why is that? first, I wanted to thank you. If it weren't for you, I know I would have never left that island alive. Right back at you. You gave us hope when we'd all but given up. Compared to that, I didn't do too much. I could not have done it if it weren't for you supporting me all this time. You've helped me through so much. I'm more grateful than I could ever express. You helped me realize that there's no such thing as a guarantee. The world we live in, the things we believe, whether or not we will survive another day, they could all be taken away in an instant. I'm positive none of us ever planned to be on a show like this, no? I'd like to think so. And if this is the way the world is, then there's nothing more important than making the most of every moment. That's all we have. It's true. She took a deep breath. More than anything, I want to share all of those moments to come with you. Like you've been there for me, I want to make you smile when you want to cry. I want to make you as happy as you make me, every day. I guess what I'm trying to say is... She loves me. Will you be mine and only mine? No, yeah, it's the reverse. You're mine. Only mine. I'm mine. You're all mine. It'd be my pleasure to be mine. It'd be your pleasure to be mine. Will you be mine for always if you will have me? See, hear that, guys? Hear that? Hear that? I couldn't help but smile. It beat me to asking you. I was going to find you and ask you out. I suppose great minds think alike. Perhaps I am making a little more of the moments than you are, no? I don't know about that. I pulled Violet close and smooched her on the lips. Kicks me back passionately as if it were her last. Wow. Get a room. Wait, we are in a room. For a moment, time stood still. All that mattered was Violet and I. It was bliss. I'm looking forward to the moments to come with you. I couldn't be happier. It took the words right out of my mouth. Here's to the moments we'll share. Love is in the air. Who's left? Who's left? I think there's Ali, Scarlet, and Yui. Who Violet gets left. I also want to see... Wait, I guess Ali's? I mean, it's Ali. I'm expecting something... I don't know. I'm expecting a good scene. Fast forward. I really need like a skip. Pop. Oh, really? Dialogue goes bleh. I want to see the endings because of the art. The art is so nice. Hey there. Should you be up here? You're hurt. I'll manage. I wanted to see you, and some things just can't wait. What's up? I wanted to say thanks. Without you, we never would have made it out of here. Oh, come on, you're gonna make me blush. You know that's not true. You picked now of all times to be modest, huh? Even so, I know that without you, I probably would have given up long before we got to this point. You made me hope for a better world out there and made me want to make it better, too. You made me think that living in this world could be beautiful again if it was with you. Not to mention, I've never laughed as hard and had as much fun as when I'm with you. The dev must have manually copy-pasted the lines to different scenes to make them unskippable. Oh! That's a lot of copy-pasting. I guess what I'm trying to say is... I love you, Ally. And I want to go wherever you will go if you'll have me. I'm amazed you can say that with a straight face, Noah. Did you not hear my voice? I was not saying it with a straight face at all. I feel the same way, Al. The times I've spent with you here are some of the best times I've ever had. I'm warning you though, if you want to stick around with me, it's only going to get crazier. I like the sound of that. I'm cool with any amount of crazy as long as I get to stay by your side. Well, aren't you a romantic? But I think I could get used to it. Ally will be close. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ally's definitely a Semit. How does overthrowing a corrupt government sound as a fourth date? I couldn't help but laugh. Sounds like a plan. Oh, that was pretty short. So I guess we're toppling the government with Ally, and then there's Scarlet. Oh. Okay, great. I think it'll be more normal to have like Scarlet, like what do you call this? That zombie virus I created didn't double as a life-saving regeneration booster. It was a life regeneration booster, so I guess technically it did bring us back from the dead. Okay. She was hiding a syringe behind him. Wait, don't leave. My life went off the rails back at the island? Yes. I reached for her and held her hand tight. Sometimes you just know what you have to say. And there's no force on earth that can stop those words from coming out. Scarlet, I love you. Come again? I love you. Whenever I lost hope on the island, you were always there for me. When I had no memories, no hope of escaping, nothing but my name, you never let me feel alone. You made me believe that I could start over no matter what had happened before. And you're the one I want to start over with. I can't believe it. Oh, I guess we don't get rejected in this game in any way. There's no one I'd rather start over with than you. There were times when I'd given up too. When I remember the past, I can honestly say that if you weren't there, I wouldn't be here right now. So thank you. I love you so much. Wherever this life takes us, I want you to be next to me always. We walked together towards the deck of the boat and we were greeted by a breathtaking evening sky. Whoa, nice! See that? Everything under that infinite sky is full of possibilities for us. Things to learn, places to see, moments to share. There's nothing we can't do, nowhere we can't go. We'll finally get to rewrite our own story together. Finally, it'll be us and only us. I wouldn't have it any other way. We'll be close and kiss me like it was her last day on earth. I guess the only question remaining is, where should we start? Wherever our path takes us, with you, I know it's the right one. With you, we'll live the way we want, and no one can get in the way of that. Wherever we go, we'll go together. Whatever new story is, we'll write it together. Okay, last one. Here we... I'll skip this part. There. Oh, you know, there's one thing for sure that with every ending you get it. Wow! Hey there, shouldn't you be resting? I'll be fine. I've got all night to sleep it off. Just say so. Come here, I've got to see the view. For some reason, I am like least interested in Yui. Probably because she's also here just for the money. But it's a nice scene. Yui reached for my hand. Come on, come on. She pulled me with her to the side of the deck. You never see a view like this back in the country. Something about it just fills me with hope. Really? I thought you'd see this view all the time. Like countryside view? Don't people go to the countryside for that? For the view? Maybe it's silly to say, but it makes me feel like anything could happen if we try. That maybe things will work out the way we dream they do. After escaping together, I know how you feel. I'm not so sure. Here goes. Well, I love you since the day we met before all this. Lies! All these lies! I never thought I'd get the chance to meet you again, but here we are. There's nothing I want more than just a life with you. I don't have money. I swear I'm poor. I'm dirt poor. Don't make me feel like anything's possible, and you make me feel like I'm floating on a cloud every moment we're together. I know that all the other girls are amazing too, but... Wait, hold on a second. Where's Bun Bun Bun? Did we leave Bun 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 in the island? This is like a scene that she should be holding Bun 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 in her arms. Like, why is she not holding Bun Bun Bun? I pulled her close and kissed her before she could finish. Ah! She kissed me with everything she had. For a moment, it was like we were the only people in the world. I love you too, Yui. You're the only one I ever want to be with. When I thought there was no chance of us making it out of here, you always lifted my spirits back up. Bun 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 was eaten for the celebration? No! Oh, they did say rabbit meat tastes exquisite. You make me laugh and smile like I've never before, and I've never been happier than when I'm with you. You're always there for me, and I'm always going to be there for you too. This is a dream, right? It's as real as it gets. This is the happiest I've ever been in my whole life. It's going to be my goal to break that record every chance I get. Pinch me. I've got a better idea. Ugh, there's a lot of kissing in these endings. Here's to making you the happiest woman there's ever been. No! Cat forever. No, the horror. She left! I can't believe she left the Bun 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 on the island. Bun Bun Bun's not with her, so I'm assuming she left Bun 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 on the island. But anyway. Ta-da! That was find love or die trying. The ending. Well, I'm glad we got to finish it. You were Violet said before what happened. Well, I found out that, you know, Cat is best girl. I mean, if Cat was the OG. Cat was the original ship, so that's one thing. And then she had to endure us flirting with other girls for 2 years and still decided to help us escape. So that's another thing. And also she was willing to die for our sake just so that we can escape. So that's another thing. Oh yeah, Cat. So I think for the game, it would have been more... I guess it was part of the mystery, right? It was part of the mystery for us to not really find out who Cat really was, although the dreams did point to that one way or another. But it would have been more interesting to spend more time with Cat. Although in all of the... I guess if you compile all of those times, like the 2 years together, the most time we would have spent with would have been Cat, since she always asked us like who you're taking the next date, and like, oh, how was your day? What did you do? What's your plan for tomorrow? What's your plan for your date and all that? And I guess there's that. I think Kat's ending scene was the cutest. Alyss was really good though. I think out of all, I like Kat's the most for like content-wise. And for art, I really liked Alyss. It was really, 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 really pretty. The rest were like okay. They're really nice too, but those two really stood out to me. Also because there's a lot more emotional background when it comes to Kat's ending. So when you just see her just crying and being all happy that you're still choosing her in the end, it's just like, oh yay. Amazing. Oh yeah, there's that. So it was interesting. It was interesting. I think the game, rather than being like a real dating sim, though, it's more of like just like regular visual novel. It gives you the illusion of choice. That I guess it gives you the illusion of choice. Like you're choosing someone, but you're not really choosing someone. And it just leads you to the end where you can just go with everyone. But then again, you just don't realize it, but you've already had relationships with everyone. So I guess technically you could still choose anyone. How long did it take you to beat? Well, right now we're like at 3-hour mark. The last time was like... How long was last time? I forgot. Let me check. I guess 5 hours, so that's like 8 hours. but that's with me reading the lines out loud. So if you play it on your own, I think you beat it way faster. It's like yeah, sweet. Like it's faster to read it in your head than actually say it out loud while reading. So that's the thing. I'll try to get through it. I'm sure you just zoom through it, like, you know. Harem round. Yeah. We have a lot of choices. I'll do it for Cat. Yeah, for Cat. We'll play this after Katawa Shoujo. Oh, Katawa Shoujo was really good though. Well, the Katawa Shoujo you could actually get bad endings, so it takes a lot more time. It takes a lot more time per route. I tried Katawa Shoujo a long time ago. Oh, how did you like it, Kagami? I tried it, and also a long time ago. It was like recommended to me a long time ago. And it was funny because when they recommended it to me, technically they didn't recommend it to me. They were just like being sneaky and like whispering like, oh, you should play this game, you should play this game, it's really good. And then it has like etchy scenes. I'm like, Nani, what are you guys talking about? What are you guys talking about? And they were like, oh, nothing. I'm like, oh, tell me. Tell me! And they caved in eventually. So like, oh, then I found out it was Katawa Shoujo. And they're like, no, I don't. You're a girl, you can't play it. Bro, it's like, or 18 and stuff. I'm like, I mean, I don't know. Could it be really that bad? It wasn't really that bad. It's not bad at all. It wasn't bad at all. It's so wholesome. It's so wholesome though. Like Katawa Shoujo. Well, as far as I remember it, I might have like... Oh, it was a really long time ago. I just remember that the story is really good. And for the rest of it, I kind of blurred it out. I'll blur it out of my mind, I guess. I just remember when they asked me if I played it, I was like, yeah, it was really good. And they were like, oh, she played it. And I'm like, I don't know what's the big deal. I like Lily so far. Lily was one of my favorites too. Well, Lily was one of my favorites too. Played on stream? I can't show the I think Katawa Shoujo. You can play it in like not, was it or 18 or 30? I don't know. But you can play like a safe version of it, but I think it really takes away a lot from the game. Like I know Madog played it on stream, and it's just different because there are a lot of, when you go to like safe mode, I'll call it safe mode. The adult-free content, they also kind of like don't tackle the more adult topics on it, so it takes away a lot of depth from the characters. Oh yeah. If you're gonna play a game, you might as well experience everything regarding the game, because you don't want to miss out on how the developers actually wanted you to experience it. I know it's still a good experience. It's still a good experience where, I mean, in safe mode, but is an even better when the normal with the normal mode on, with the adult scenes intact and all that. I take back the Lily thing. I like Rin. Rin is one of the characters in the game that I actually really appreciated and admired out of everyone. Well, because she is an artist in Katawa Shoujo, so like all that determination. Like how can you draw with just your foot? Although some people do it in real life, but you know. Oh, the blind girl was Lily. Yes, the blind girl was Lily. I think out of everyone, if you look at the cast of Katawa Shoujo, at like first glance, a lot of people would be attracted to Lily because, you know, she got the boing boings, and she looks like, I don't know. She looks like a mama, good mama. So like, oh mama. And then I think afterwards would be Emmy. I think it'd be Emmy because of her. She was more of like the girl next door in Katawa Shoujo because, you know, of her cheery vibes and all. But yeah. I prefer Rin out of everyone. I think she has one of the best stories. And also Hanako. You read me like an open book, Alyss. You can't help it. If you they're gonna show you. I mean, what do you do, right? If you're given a game and it's a visual novel dating sim, the first thing you'll check out is the characters. And I think most people are like attracted to like blonde characters. I don't know, a long time ago. I don't know now. So it was like the default choice. And then there's like, well for blonde, there's like Emmy and Lily, but Emmy's more like a strawberry blonde kind of girl, so a lot of people would default to Lily. Mostly because of the boing boings. I strongly believe it is mostly because of the boing boings. And when you actually interact with them, Lily's so, like, how do you say this? Mild mannered. where you receive all the energy from Emmy, and then you get how do you describe how would you describe Rin actually? All this bluntness. And then you get get to meet the rest of them. Yeah, it was pretty good. I mean, I know it was praised because they're like they have some, what do you call it, like a deformity, or is that right? But it's you kind of, the game kind of makes you look past that in a really good way. Like, oh yeah, they're not people you're supposed to pity or anything. You actually develop a kind of respect for them, which is cool. Emmy's a sweet blind. Potato. But yeah. Yeah, it's really cool. But I saw Yurai. Yurai's back. Hello, Yurai. Welcome back. Yes, we are still a free talk. Well, what am I actually doing? Alright. We're playing for tomorrow. We're playing Tunic. Also, I'm not sure if we could actually reach if we're actually near the end, because we only have to gather 3 keys, and next one is like we're going to the quarry for like the blue key, right? But after that, I'm not really sure. Although we did unlock maps for like the other places. What was it? The cathedral? I know there was the cathedral and some other one. So maybe there's probably more to explore after getting the blue key. Not super close to the end, I'd say. Oh! Waka waka. I'm excited. I am also looking forward to playing Tunic a lot. Like after we ended last time, I wanted to play some more, but then I got super busy. So that will I'll only get to play tomorrow. But yes, Tunic. Will it be an endurance stream? Maybe not. I'll find out. Oh, thank you for subscribing, Manuma. 5 or 4 more bosses? Really? That's a lot more. There's a lot more bosses. But yeah, after Tunic, we'll also have a drawing stream on Sunday. We'll be coloring the illustration we got from, we made last time. And I've been thinking of, I really wanted to play like Wild Hearts and Atomic Heart, but sadly my PC can't handle streaming and playing them at the same time. But well, I'm working on it to be able to do so. So I just need to grab a few more parts. I just need to grab a few more PC parts, and then I'll be able to play it. When you said you miss smashing guitars, I thought you meant about Hi-Fi Rush. I did mean I did. I was thinking of Hi-Fi Rush. I know what you're looking at in Atomic Heart. No, what? What? No, totally not. But yes. Well, I'm not able to play Wild Hearts or Atomic Heart yet. I would. Oh wait. Wild Hearts or Atomic? Yeah, I'd probably go for Atomic Heart. for certain reasons. But not quite soon. But maybe next week I might most likely revisit Hi-Fi Rush because there is something that we haven't done yet. The Spectra quest. But I do want to practice my combos so we'll actually have time to practice my combos. I wanna, because we've unlocked all the skills and I do want to utilize them. So maybe I should hit the training room when I have time. But yeah, that's pretty much what I was thinking. But I'm excited for Atomic Heart as well. Been working my butt off so that I could improve the PC components, so that I could play it with you guys. But I wonder if I'll need like a sensor or anything. I mean, they're like robot ladies, right? I mean, does it count? Does YouTube count it? Does YouTube count it as like what you call this, nudity and stuff? I don't know. I guess I'll find out if I ever get like warned. I mean, I don't have any warnings so far, so one shouldn't be that bad. I know Malok would have been streaming it right now if his Game Pass worked. Sadly, it didn't. Yeah. So, you know, I'm taking a lot of risk. Taking a lot of risk if I'm gonna stream Atomic Heart. But robot, you know, gotta. I haven't seen any of the like gameplays or anything, so I've been trying to avoid it so that I won't be spoiled until I do play it. So yeah, there's that. Oh, hello, late stream elements. Better late than ever. So yeah, that's it for now. So I will see you guys tomorrow with Tunic, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Stream elements is so relatable, always late to everything. Well, it is part of my I think it's taking a lot of my qualities, being late and all. But yeah, see you guys. Have a great rest of your day and good night. Oyasumi.